In other news, Israel may expand its war in the north against Hezbollah so it can bring Israelis home. Meanwhile, in Gaza, the IDF has won a major victory against Hamas. Paul Strand has that story from Jerusalem.
The Israeli military says it has destroyed some 80% of Hamas's tunnels that could be used to smuggle weapons into Gaza from Egypt. It also says IDF fighters have basically finished off Hamas's Rafah brigade, believed to be one of Hamas's biggest and best group of fighters.
The
IDF's military achievements in Gaza have enabled the return of most of the southern communities to their homes. The military achievements have also created the conditions that enable the return of a large number of hostages and created the conditions required to return a large number of the remaining hostages.
And with the threat of a polio outbreak erupting, both the IDF and Hamas have agreed to 3-day humanitarian pauses in fighting to allow 640,000 children under age 10 in Gaza to be vaccinated beginning Sunday.
This agreement is a testament to our collective commitment to overcome barriers and protect every child from polio.
Abdel Rahman Abu El Jadan is the first child in Gaza in 25 years to contract polio. He was just a month old when the war in Gaza started, and his family had to flee from camp to camp.
My son was not vaccinated because of the continued displacement, and we are sheltering here in the tent in such health conditions where there is no medication, no capabilities, no supplements.
And Israel's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant says the goals of the present war must be expanded beyond the battles in Gaza to also deal with what's needed in Israel's north. More than 60,000 Israelis there have been forced to leave their homes by near daily rocket and drone attacks by Hezbollah.
Our mission on the northern front is clear: to ensure the safe return of northern communities to their homes. In order to achieve this goal, we must expand the goals of the war and include the safe return of Israel's northern residents to their homes.
Gallant says expanding the war up north will not diminish Israel's commitment to dismantling Hamas and getting all the hostages back. Paul Strand, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Well, the 3-day ceasefire proves that Hamas has the ability to stop fighting. And just for the sake of every child in Gaza, my prayer is, will you make this permanent? Will you lay down your arms? Will you release all the hostages? Will you say it's time to end this? If you do that today, this war is over. Let's pray for that conclusion. Hamas started this. They took the hostages. The hostages are still in those tunnels. And let me remind every American, there are Americans in those tunnels. We need to bring